Yes, hey guys, welcome to the stream. Yeah, like I promised, we are going to stream for, I don't know, maybe 1 hour, see how things go. And we want to do something like this. Let me see. Yeah, we want to create something like this. Hello, lost guest used. How are you? Glad to see you. I guess we can jump right in. Maybe let's do some quick promos. So Human Generator is a library of 3D characters. They come posed, rigged with hair, clothes, and the ability to change, to customize them. Really amazing add-on. You can get it in the library, and remember, getting it using my affiliate link helps out the channel. Then Botanical Library has an update. Actually, I haven't seen this. This is botanical flowers. I guess they are new flowers now. They have added new flowers and stuff. Yeah, it's a library of trees, vegetation, anything you can think of. It's also very good at scattering objects, stuff like that. Link is in the description. And then finally, for today, I will also have Pure Sky Pro, which is an add-on for generating skies and making your skies look super realistic. I suppose volumetrics. You can also work using Eevee and stuff. So yeah, let's jump in and try and see how to do something like this. By the way, this piece is from Terra Studios. I think it's a company. They used Blender and Houdini. I guess Blender for, I'm not sure. This looks painted, so I'm not really sure where they could have used this. Make Cyberpunk? Maybe next time. Today I just saw this and I thought I could give it a try. Okay. Let's see. I'm also not sure what, I think we're going to be using cycles for this. I like to challenge myself with random stuff like this. Let's start with this and see. Yes, create a single terrain. Like this. I don't know, maybe we could start by blocking things out. See? I was making grass scene and I made grass using the hair system. How to make it, the grass move slightly in the air. I turn on dynamic hair. If you go to the particle system, there is a dynamic setting that makes that possible. Let's go to cycles, turn on a few things. No problem. Make sure this. Let's use the sky texture. We can bring this a bit down. have some of these, I guess, rotated. Now maybe let me create a material really quickly here. How hard do you think it's gonna be making this? I am not sure. I just jump in and see, because I'm not even sure what kind of problems we're going to run into just yet. I'm just winging it. See, that's how I like to challenge myself. I think you learn better like that, because you get better at problem solving like that. Let's call this terrain. Okay, let's try creating a material here, a quick material. Okay, so I'm going to use my texture folder add-on. Let me search for rock. Not sure how simple I want to keep this. Let's first create a new material like this. We can use object projection. Can even just cube project like this. And I'm tempted to just select the top piece instead of creating. Find a grass material. Grass. Okay, so the top surface can use that. They should all be linked objects. Okay, that's going to be our starting point. We can add some volumetrics. Let's add some, let me see. Let's try making this a little bit detailed. We can use a displacement modifier. Let's use a clouds texture like that. And I want this to be applied, to use an empty like this for the coordinates. So I'm going to use object. Hey Exom, how are you? Glad to see you joining us in the evening stream. Unity is making a game called Jigaya. Watch the trailer. The environment of the game is just amazing. Jigaya. Let's see. Let me see. What is the game about? Let me. Oh, this is quite detailed. And sterilized. Explore a new sample game. Oh, I think they are doing it like what Unreal did. Has Unity always released sample games in there? I've never used any. Yeah, this is really looking nice. I like the details. Are they releasing it as a game, or is it like a sample game? Do you stream twice a day? Like, isn't this 6-7 hours after when you usually stream? Yeah, so I usually stream once a day. But I decided to just try streaming in the evening as well, because that's when I'm mostly free. So why not? Yeah, we streamed in the morning and in the evening as well. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be an actual video game. It's just going to be like a demo. Yeah. So I want. If you look at, let me see. Yeah, I think it's going to be like a video game demo. So just to get you familiarize yourself with the environment. The environment is just amazing. I also want to create art like that. Ah, nice. I'm not familiar with Unity that well, but I think it's something I could get into maybe. I want to show you how is it called? US. Yeah, to tourist. Is that? I'm forgetting how it's called. Yeah, I'm forgetting, but it's the kind of structure I'm trying to go for here. Now let me reduce the empty size here. Also on the Y, so you can see we can get some pretty good detail like that. And after that, we can even add another displacement. Let me just copy another subdivisions surface. Let's set this to 1. Oh, I have to. Okay, so somewhat like this, and I add another displacement modifier. Shift Control. And where is it? Duplicate this, put it below these subdivisions, and this time what we're going to do, I want to reduce the noise size even further, just so we get in some, the canyon. Thank you, the canyon. There are those banding lines. Actually, I think we should have it somewhere as a reference. Let me first close these. Maybe just have another UV editor here. Now, running out of space to add these images. Let me see. We're basically creating a canyon, and I was talking about these layers. I like that. Now you can see how we can get some detail like that, and we can maybe go to the materials a bit here. Try recreating the same details. Hopefully we can also get the same colors here. So let's go here to the rock texture, and we're going to use a texture coordinates, separate the normal. So convert math node, convert, separate X, Y, Z. I want to use the normal. Let me see if we just use a compare, or is that No, let's just try using a math node directly here and see if I use a compare. I can get some detail like that. Basically, yeah, we're trying to create these lines. Let me see if we use greater than. It's not giving us a very smooth gradient, a smooth gradient as I wanted. And I guess we can also add a vector mapping here. Sorry, vector math. Vector math and scale this down. Can control that a bit. Let me see. Actually, I think this would give us better results. And then let's try creating the same colors we're seeing here. So I'm just going to use a color ramp and add several of these, whatever they're called. I think I can just sample either this image or this. So let's start with this. Something like that. And we can also add more detail to this, maybe by using some sort of noise texture. Noise texture, and let me add some mapping. Just scale the noise a bit down. Like that, and I think I can also mix these two. I'm just going to multiply over this. So actually it should be the Z. Okay, something like that. So now if we use this as the final color, we should be able to get some let's see, if we use mix, can see now the rocks also have some smaller detail. Hello Jonathan, Noah, how are you? I'm doing great myself. I'm doing great. Now we want to blend this with this. Now basically you can see where we're going with this. So I think we can use color for this. Let's try overlay. You're great. Good to know. And I'm glad you are glad to see me as well. Okay, let me scale this down. Maybe let's just use object mapping. Box. Bro, some tips are to learn texturing in Blender. Yeah, just try and watch a lot of tutorials. That's how I learned Maybe this is also, I think, a good learning option, a stream like this, because I think we're going to do a lot of texturing. Bruno Ryu Animation, how are you? Do you know how to use Unreal Engine 5? Well, depends what you mean by do I know. I can do a few things in there, but I'm not like super good at it. I'm not too good, or as good as I would like to be. Okay. I'm going to duplicate this and just apply visuals to geometry. Okay, I think I have quite a lot of geometry. Which YouTube channel you prefer to texturing? I just watch random videos, even ones that are not really for Blender. Because the techniques are usually the same. I'm going to decimate this a bit. Because this is what we're going to use to instance stuff. Apply. The texturing still lacks a bit, but I'm not too worried. Okay, why can't I apply this? I want this to be 0.05. Okay, I can use relation make single user object data so that we can apply the decimate modifier like that, and that should be applied to the other stuff. Now all of these should have this data instead of. Okay, let's pick up speed. Can you turn on your screen keys? Yeah, sure. Okay, this is nicely detailed here. I think I might want to scale it on the X. Though it's making the viewport really heavy, so what I'm going to do is disable it in the viewport so that the viewport is much lighter. But we don't really have to worry too much about that in here. So let me turn off Okay. In terms of the subdivisions in the viewport. I'm trying to find what makes this Alice piece good. Let me change this to 20 millimeter. I also need to make sure that okay, let me bring this scene up, make this bottom dark. Hey, right, the gamer, how are you? Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Now, we need to make sure that let me see. Okay, the scene is getting a bit too large and out of hand. So let me scale it down a bit. Should I learn the basics or go to simulation? I'm creating an environment, creating one environment every day, or go to simulations. I am creating. That depends on you, man. What you want to do. There isn't a correct or wrong way to learn Blender. It's up to you most of the time. Okay, we need now. What we are lacking right now is stuff in our scene that show scale. So let me search for some trees that we can use in here. There's a specific tree I want that we have used before. Tree. Huh. I don't think it doesn't seem like I saved it. Anyway, let's first add some volumetrics. I'm going to grab a shader principal volume. Let me use animation point 1. And let's use a texture, noise texture for this. For the color, I think I can just use object Let's do. And can also have another volumetric piece. And you can see already we have some nice cloud without doing too much. Actually, I need this to be a different material. So these are going to be our clouds. Oh, one other thing I forgot is I want the top half of this. So if I come in here, oh, this shouldn't have all these subdivisions. Then, yeah, this top half should not be displaced. So this should only have the bottom displacement. Let's see if I just thank you for subscribing, Powers. Thank you. Okay, now we just need stuff to show scale here. We need some sort of tree. Now, I have a tree that I made in, I think it would work really well here. So let me find that. We did that, we used it in a bridge, in our bridge project. So let me find vine generator painting. Is it in March? Yeah, this. No, not. Yeah, it's not this. Not that. Sort by date. Can't really remember the project. Anyway, let's just get a tree from either botanical, or I'm just going to use my quick trees. Let me see if botanical has a good tree we could use. We want something light. Maybe something like this. Yeah, I think this shape could be great. Now we just have to actually, let me use my quick scatter add-on. Let me see. Yes, add this in. We can rotate this and randomize the scale. Yes, start adding these trees randomly like that. Really helps out. Actually, I need the rotation to go quite up. Let's see. How is your hardware, especially graphics card? You can see my specs by just typing in !specs. Thank you, Alvin Priandi, for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Okay, I think the scale of the trees was way up, so let's scale them down quite. In video origin, quite a lot. I'm going to go to get some rock elements. Just to mix them up. Did you make the trees or add-on? No, I didn't make the botanical add-on. That's a different product and not my own. But I have made my own trees in Speed Tree that I use in my other add-on, Quick Trees. I can't even render in cycles for a mesh I just made. It said GPU system out of memory. Yeah, that's usually a result of having just too much polygons in your... too much polygons or having a lot of large textures. So try to use textures that are below 4K. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm starting to like that. Let's fake some water here. This water. I think I'm just going to grab this. And so we want to have some fake water or a river like this. I think we can use shrink wrap. Hey Kapil, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you too. Good to see you, yeah. And it turns out the evening audience also exists, so maybe we'll be doing this more often. I wasn't very sure, but yeah. Oh, that's why I spent so much time it's so hard to eat again. I'm not sure what you mean. Yeah, but textures, if textures are too big, yeah, it becomes and the LPC is not very good, you will run out of memory. So always try to minimize. Let me use projection. Let's offset this, subdivide this a few times, and I'm also going to use shrink a smooth modifier just to make things a bit smoother. And I think okay, let's try having that as a river and see. To do it again, so hard, so much time to go to do it again. Yes. So you don't have to do it again. You can go if you want to optimize your images. You would have to do each image one by one, but you can go to image, resize, and resize them to a lower image, and that should reduce the should help. Any image that is above 8K above 4K, you can try reducing it down. My PC can handle this. You can do a few tricks. Okay, so I don't want this object to have any shadows. So visibility, no shadows. Okay, let's create a shader here. Okay, a shader for our lake. Okay, so I think if it's compiling materials in the background, so Blender is hanging. Okay, so let's create a fake lake. Waterfall. Let's use a noise texture. We're going to use object UV mapping like this. And we can scale this on the X. So the water seems like it's falling down. Have this scaled quite a lot. We can use, let me see. We can try using an emission shader or a translucent shader. Translucent, and an emission shader and a transparent shader. So let's first blend these two, and then with the transparency, can use this finally. Thank you for your explanation. That's a game changer for me. Obviously, I am still new. Thank you very much. Yeah, even for people who have been using Blender for quite some time, there's always something you don't know. So it's not just you. This is Alpha Blend. There's always something new to learn, which keeps things more exciting, I think. I'm also always learning some tips from the community, from the chat. So yeah, so this is going to be our waterfall. We need more detail in it. I think I don't want too much emission. I want mostly the translucent. And we want, let me duplicate this. Can also scale down the noise quite a bit. And mix the two. Let maybe make this more rough and a little bit more detailed. Okay. Hey Kelly Johnson, how are you? Where are the geo nodes? It's yeah. Man, I'm still learning a few things, and I know you want to create uh, the Game of Thrones towns. Yeah, I'm still learning a few stuff to make it. I'm good with some basics, but to make a city like the ones in Game of Thrones, yeah, I do need more knowledge in geometry nodes. But we'll see, we'll see. I'm trying to fake. Well, again, thank you for the $2. Thank you, thank you. Now, this should shrink somewhere here, and I think usually the water starts to fade off a bit. Maybe let's first scatter more trees here. I'm just going to use my... Once you master geometry nodes, you will go super Saiyan. Yeah, I'm really focused on geometry nodes nowadays because it really speeds up a lot of stuff. And again, thank you for another $2. Yeah, it really speeds up your workflow quite a lot. So I want to learn it quite a lot. Me. Thanks for those super chats. Yeah. Yes. I thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you too. Thank you too. Really love that support. Okay. Let me scale this down a bit. Okay. Then we can also duplicate this in different areas. Maybe in the future you can teach us how to make city with a grid specific buildings instance on each part of the grid with geometry nodes a procedure city. Yeah, definitely with. I think geometry nodes is so new that there isn't a lot of resources. So that's why I see I'm even taking longer to learn it because there isn't a lot of tutorials out there to teach it. So I want to be among the first people who teach it. So let's add some more trees. Let's change a few. Just add some trees in the distance. Do you struggle to mix traditional artistry with procedural nature or modifiers to create environment? So the way you usually work, I try to find the most optimum way to work in a way that is not going to limit my PC, and because geometry nodes is very good at scattering stuff, but it can also slow down quite a lot. So you have to balance. I have to balance the two things. Because there is no point in creating an amazing scene that you can't even render if you tried. So you have to try and balance things out quite a bit. Let me 0.2, 0.1, 0.01. Okay. Okay, let's duplicate. So we have. Okay, why is my music off? I want to make this quite deep. Let me see. It seems that we might be having some light from underneath, which I don't want. I need a way to remove the bottom light. So any light coming from the bottom. So let me grab a plane. Just or even better, I can just well, it seems that we're having some light coming from the bottom, which I don't want. So let's create a valley. A valley. Let me also extend my camera clipping to something like 600. Brilliant. Thank you, Customedify. Thank you, thank you. Okay. And we also need to block some of the light from different areas. So let me add a large surface. maybe to obscure some of the light. Okay, something like that. I also like this type of... Oh, let me see if these are even adding anything. Think large shadow casting do help kind of like infer the scale of the scene. And I think we also need some bright spots. I'm going to grab some area light like this. Yes. What CPU do you use? You can use exclamation mark specs at see my specs, see my CPU, but it's a 1060. Yeah, thank you, Capio. I should give you mode, man. If you are interested in that, I could. Let me see. Want some of the trees to be lit. I need to go back to this and another thing I might want to do is let me grab this. See. I think we might also need some sort of shadow around this area. This doesn't have a lot of detail, and I think I should just scale this up. I'm also going to grab all of these just so my PC doesn't slow down quite a lot. I'm going to change these to show boundings. Pop it selected. Yeah, so that my viewport is much lighter. Could you teach us how to do a marching and sing small army animation? matching and singing small animation. Now, if you have the animation, that the matching is the easy part. Let me see. Maybe I could do a video tutorial because it's quite a process. Yeah, I think I'll do a video tutorial on something like that. I don't know which. I'm forgetting the YouTuber, but there is a YouTuber who actually has something like that. Let me see. Blender shoot. Movie. Devo. Yeah, I think I can do a video sometime. Yeah, this, I think it's called Julian Hubby. Yeah, he creates some amazing stuff. But we can try it maybe in a video. Yeah, we need this sort of large structure. So let me see if I have some rocks that could accomplish that. Now, if you have Megascan's library, this would be much easier. Since we don't have that, let's try a different way. Hey, we need another volume. This time this is just going to be a basic shader principle volume shader. Let's try 0.01. Somehow this makes everything super slow. Actually not, maybe. Okay, something has changed here. Oh, one thing we could do is make this more green, the grass more green. So let me add make this more green. Okay. We obviously need more trees, so let's go back to quick scatter. Anyone doing the same as long him as anyone doing the same as him alongside? Yeah, that's an amazing question. Is anyone attempting this as well? Okay, let's scatter more trees. Let me see, more around this area. So again, I'm turning a half bounding box on. So that my viewport is very remains light. My potato PC said no. Yeah, I'm also doing my best to make sure that my PC can handle this. But doing tricks like this, just previewing bounding box instead of geometry. Yeah, there are usually some tricks you can do to help your piece out instead of letting it do all the heavy lifting. So just scattering some random trees. Let me see where else. Yeah, okay, some more trees there. Of course, you can just use maybe a particle system for this, but yeah, because I'm not sure how. Yeah, how something now. Okay, this is too pointy. Yeah, this area has to be really thick. Yeah, limitations like this really help you sometimes figure out a few things. Actually, I'm starting to like how the river is coming out. You love Brenda? Thank you. Uh, good.